Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's your femboy that is just boy for right now, Kira. Alright, so for today, I'm gonna show you guys where you get some Spider-Man cosplays. Now, I know a lot of people love Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. I grew up on him. I grew up on the Raimi trilogy. I am absolutely obsessed. It's a problem. Please send help. I need a therapist. And if you clicked on this video, you're probably new to the whole thing, trying to find some good places to get some Spider-Man cosplay. Maybe you're not new and you don't know a couple of these sites. Who knows? So today I'm going to run through 3 different sites to get Spider-Man suits. I'm also going to show you one bonus site that I'd really only use for like really high-end type stuff, as well as just like accessories and just like all that good stuff. So before we get into it, we just recently hit 100 subscribers. That is absolutely mind-blowing to me. Thank you. So just remember, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, turn on notifications, and leave a comment down below for like anything I missed, any questions you have for me that I'm gonna try and answer, or just like anything in general. Maybe you want to say my feet stink. I don't know. How do you know what my feet smell like? I don't know. All right, so without further ado, let's get right into the websites here. So this first website here, I'm not really too familiar with, but it's widely regarded in this cosplay community with like Spider-Man suits and all that as being pretty good, and that will be Herostime here. Now Herostime, I've never gotten a suit from them, so I can't really talk about too much of their quality because I haven't had the hands-on experience, but I'm just going off of what other people have said. So if you're interested in going on Herostime, I'm just going to show you a little bit. So here's the website. First thing you see right here, they have like other suits, like a lot of anime stuff. They got My Hero, they got some DC stuff with Starfire, and yeah, they got a lot of Spider-Man costumes. Now this is the first Spider-Man costume website I've actually seen the new No Way Home suit that you see at the end of the movie, so let's just click that. So this has shiny muscle shade, so that looks pretty neat. Yeah, you got some images here, no muscle shading, shiny muscle shade. There's the back of it, there's the front. Now I can't tell you how accurate this is because like no official images have been released from the movie, so this is what we got. So here you have your basic sizes here, and you select your gender here, and kids get $5 off, so that's pretty neat. You can get like a bunch of lens styles. They got pictures of lens styles here, Civil War, different versions of the Homecoming lenses, and they got like some more like comic booky type lenses too if you want to put those on, but with this suit it won't really look that good. Now you can select lenses style, you can even select like no lenses, and this website does have face shells. I believe they're like $60 or something like that, but from what I've heard with their face shells is that they tend to melt in like hot cars and stuff like that, just so I would avoid heat with those because I've heard they're like pretty thin, so that just to keep that in mind, and they fit a bit better on smaller heads like mine, which again I haven't had one, so I have no idea. You can select how tight or like how loose you want the suit to be. You can select like the fabric here. You can get like an upgraded fabric, which is a bit thicker and more durable, and you can get a thickened fabric, which is I guess more thick and a bit stronger, so there's that. You can get no muscle shade, like you can choose the muscle shading, and you can add on shoes here. I personally, with my suits, I put on the shoes because I like the shoes. They fit good, my feet's not going to slip out, and they're very comfortable to wear, and yeah, it just put shoes in your Spider-Man cosplay. Just do it. Even if you don't get the option here, you can always just attach one later. Yeah, you can get detachable soles too. Your feet can slip out of those, so I'm not really a fan of those. And of course your shoe sizes, and here you can actually select to get it custom made. So if you decide to get it custom made for like $10 extra, you can just put your measurements right there in that box, and they'll custom tailor the suit for you. Now they have other options like crotch zippers. You don't really need those. The only real zippers here that I would say to get would be the U-shaped zipper. Definitely, it's much easier to get in and out of. It's a lot cleaner of a look, and it's just overall like better. And a lot of these options here I just personally wouldn't go for, like detachable hands and stuff like that. You can select no mask, no feet, no gloves, I'm not sure why you would. You can get open eye holes. So if you get a mask without lenses, I believe that they won't even have eye holes in them. So for two bucks, you can get eye holes sewed on. So they can provide the eye holes for you if you don't want to like make eye holes yourself in the masks. And also by default, and this goes for like pretty much most of these websites, by default the mask comes attached to the suit for that clean look. But if you want a detached mask, that way you can take it on or off easier, then you can get that for like extra cost. On here it's like 15 bucks. That's what I have on my suits. I'm planning to get a suit eventually with an attached mask, so that way I just get that clean look. I just do it for the convenience purposes. I can take it off, I can like look at myself with the suit without a mask. I can take the mask off whenever I need to. But yeah, that about does it through here. You got more pictures here of like the zippers and stuff. You got like what the zippers look like here. Picture of the mask, picture of the mask without the eye holes cut out. And yeah, you got some sizing charts there if you don't know how to get your own custom measurements. This will show you how to do it. As long as you have like a flexible tape measure, you can just wrap it around your body. Follow the measurement guide here and just put in your custom measurements. But yeah, that's pretty much just a Herostime. For a lot of stuff here, I said for like the zippers and all that, I'm not going to really repeat myself for the other websites. So yeah, I'm just going to leave those there. So yeah, let's move on to the next site. Whoa. Oh, that was wild. Anyway, so our next site here is PrintCostumes. Now, this is the site that I have my Far From Home suit from. If you want to take a look at that, I'll have a title card like right up here, or there. It's a really great suit. I got a few options on there, which I'll show you in a minute. It's just a really good suit, and I do recommend PrintCostumes. I have a homecoming suit on the way, which I got the whole shebang for. That's going to be a video coming out eventually whenever that comes. I'm really looking forward to that suit, and I'm looking forward to getting that video out to you guys. They have a really big selection here. There's like a ton of options that they have. They have like Raimi suits. They have MCU suits like this homecoming one here. That's the one I'm buying. So let's go to that. Just got some product images there. Now, as you can see, the lenses on there, they're not very movie accurate. So in that picture, that is actually PrintCostumes face shell, and those are the lenses that would come with the suit if you decide to get the face shell option. Now, I'm a believer in using your own craftiness to like make your own face shell. Like if you have the craftiness to be able to, I would just make a face shell out of like foam and stuff, like really cheaply, and like you just need something that can form to the mask and just give you that really nice Spider-Man silhouette. That's all you really need. And of course, like making the lenses and all that stuff. But if you know how to make the face shell, you'll probably be able to figure out how to make nice movie accurate lenses. Or you can go the route like I did and get like an expensive like movie accurate quality face shell with movie accurate lenses, which yeah, I'll have another title card right there to my face shell. But yeah, let's just get right into the suit. So as you can see, it looks really nice. The design is by I believe RPCStudio, which they're a big pattern maker. They make great patterns. So yeah, let's just go through here. So one thing I really like about PrintCostumes is that they have free custom tailoring. So if you're able to get your measurements, there's no reason why you shouldn't just like put them there and just get a suit perfectly made for you, because it's not costing you anything extra. Now you got all those measurements, and you can, so here you can attach lenses or get the face shell, which is like 88 bucks. I mean, if you just want a face shell, so that way you get that silhouette and just some basic lenses and you're not too worried about movie accuracy, then go right ahead. It's a perfectly good option. The face shell, it's really nicely made. It's not going to break on you. It's very reliable. And the lenses look pretty nice. I'm just a stickler for movie accuracy, so if you're not, go for it. If you have the 88 bucks to spare, just go ahead, and I'll show you one thing later that I really like about their face shell. And here for the fabrics, you can choose either the regular fabric here, or you can choose their super lycra fabrics there, which basically that's a bit thicker of a fabric. When you stretch it, because of the nature of dye subs, they usually tend to white out. So with the thicker like super lycra, I guess, when you stretch it, it won't fade as much, if at all. And I guess it's a bit more of a comfortable one. I haven't gotten that material, so I'm not sure. But there's also a third option on very few suits, which I just found out this is not like the exact suit that I got. It's a different version that actually has colored fabrics. Now, the colored fabrics is only a $10 add-on. I would get that if your suit has that option, if you decide to get your suit from Herostime, because it is guaranteed to not fade. Your colors are going to look super good on it. It's an absolute steal for 10 extra bucks. There's just no reason to not get it if you're able to. Now you can also select the shoes here. I usually get the Kung Fu shoes. They're really comfortable, really good shoes. You can get soles. Again, I'm not a fan of them, or you could get none. Shoe size again. And here you can actually choose the kind of zipper you want in order to enter the suit. So always go with the U-zipper, and also on PrintCostumes, the U-zipper is free as well, so that's great. And here you got custom options. Now the custom options are going to vary suit by suit. So like, for example, I'm going to tell you right now, not all suits are going to come with the leather details option. That's mostly on like the MCU suits with like the black lines and stuff going through it. I got that option for mine. Got ankle zip, detached gloves, detached mask, extra mask. So you can get an extra mask, you don't need to. I usually do because I'm super paranoid. Got crotch zippers, get a mask zip, so like if you have a face shell, it's a lot easier to put the face shell in and a lot easier to get your head in when the face shell's in. Let's see, you can go no mask, neck zips, which I also got on the homecoming suits that way, because I downsized the homecoming suit a little bit so it'd be tighter. So I decided to get a neck zipper so that way it's easier to get my head in. Now you can also get it puff painted. Now, with the puff painting on these suits, they only puff paint the webbing. They don't puff paint like the basketball texture like on the MCU suits. They just do the webbing. If you're getting an MCU suit, I would not get puff painting on the webbing, because the webbing on those suits, just in the MCU in general, they are not prominent at all. And if anything, they almost look like indented. So I would just skip puff painting on those kind of webbing. But if you're like getting like a TASM 2 suit or Raimi suit from here, I would suggest getting puff painted webs if it's an option, because that would just make the webs pop like they do in the movies. And their puff painting skills are really good, so I'd go right for it. 88 bucks, it's not bad at all. Now, you can either get raised spider emblems or screen printed spider emblems if you so choose. I prefer the raised emblems because, again, it just gives the suit just that extra pop. And you can get that with the screen printed, but they're just not as like physically three-dimensional as like the 3D emblems. If you get raised emblems, I would go for it. They just look so good. And they're made out of rubber, so it's just high quality stuff. So yeah, that's about it for like that kind of stuff. Now, one thing I forgot to mention when I was at Herostime, which I believe applies to like all three of these websites, is that they have a custom sewing service. So here with the custom printing and sewing, if you have a file to like a suit design that you already have and you want to get done, you can actually give them the file and they will like print it out onto fabric and like sew it up all for you. And they'll like size it up to your exact dimensions. They'll do add-ons like the shoes and the lenses and all that if you so choose. And they can add zippers, they can puff paint your suit. Again, that's usually the webbing. They can screen print your emblems. They won't do 3D emblems because I believe that's only for like specific suits that they have like the files for that kind of stuff for. And yeah, you got like all the zippers there. And if you have like any additional notes, like if you happen to have like a file for like 3D emblems or stuff like that, like you could like maybe put a note about that. I'm not sure. But yeah, you can actually get like your suits like custom made here. You can get them done at Herostime, I believe, and also at RPCStudio, which is the next one. But before we get to RPC, I just want to show you the face shells here. So here at PrintCostumes, if you do get one of their face shells, you can actually buy like add-on lenses. So if you want like TASM 2 lenses, you want Raimi lenses, TASM 1 lenses, like all this good stuff, you can just buy them for like 25 bucks and just add them onto your existing face shell. Like every single lens that they provide goes on the same face shell. So that is an amazing plus with their face shells. They're so versatile that you could basically put like all of these lenses on the same thing. So if you have multiple suits from them and you have like, and you can get multiple lenses, you don't need to buy an extra face shell. You can just have one for everything, which I think is really great. Now, since we're all done with Print Costumes here, they are a great place for getting a Spider-Man suit. And they do have like a couple other things that aren't Spider-Man, but their printing's really good. Their prices are really good. That's why I get them. You're not going to break the bank with them. So yeah, let's move on to RPCStudios, aka the Big Kahuna, the Big Daddy. That one hurt more than the last time. Oh. So now we're at the final website, RPCStudio. Now there's a reason why I called them the Big Daddy, the Big Kahuna of the Spider-Man suits. I'll show you. So let's just go look at a costume real quick. So let's go to Arachnid Studios. And another thing I forgot to mention, both PrintCostumes and RPCStudio use like different pattern makers for their suits. So that's why they have like a huge set of options, because like of how many suits they have from each pattern maker. So I think that's also a really great thing for, but they also have their quality too. So you're not missing out on quality. And you better not be, because just look at these prices. Because you see this homecoming suit right here? This is what you guys on Instagram are asking me to buy. Also, follow me on Instagram, by the way. So this is like one of the most screen accurate MCU Spider-Man suits you can buy from like one of these websites. Now these aren't like your regular dye sub suits right here, which RPCStudio also supplies. They're like 250 bucks each, which is still like really high end, but also they're printing, from what I've heard, really high end. These are actually screen printed, which means they're kind of like painted, aka like the name RPC paint, where like they got the texture, like they got the basketball texture like in the movie and everything. They got like the texture all running through. The black straps there, they're painted on. The spiders are painted on. Like all of it is just painted. Yeah, it's just a different method of printing the design on there, and it's just, it looks so good. I want one of these suits so bad, but almost 700 bucks after like shipping and, yeah, like after shipping and taxes and all that. I'm not sure if I can ever bring myself to do that, honestly. But speaking of fast, look at that production time. So because of the nature of the printing and everything and like their small team, it takes like 5 to 10 weeks just to make the thing, and that's not even including like shipping it out. So I would be very wary about the wait times, because with Herostime, I heard their wait times are pretty fast. And Herostime, depending on what options you get, they're either really fast or they take a while, because, well, my homecoming suit is taking a while because I got like all the options under the sun, except for like a few zippers and the detachable things. And my Far From Home suit from them took like almost a month, because again, I got a ton of options on there, so I understand why. But this takes a very, very long time because of the nature of the printing and like all quality standards and everything they have. So you can put your measurements in there. Shoe size, like normal. You can just like choose like a general size-ish thing if you don't know your sizes, which if you're spending like $700 on a Spider-Man suit, I would pray that you're using your own custom sizes, so that way it fits like the most perfect glove ever, because you're spending $700 on a Spider-Man suit. Everything about it should be perfect. You can get mask options here. They got quite a few options here for the masks. So by default, the masks, of course, are attached, but then you can get, again, like a detached mask for like more expensive, and like the price goes up as it goes. And you can get their face shell, which is like a lot, which I will get into the face shells a bit later. So they got the U-shaped zippers like here. They got the vertical invisible zipper. Again, don't go for it, if like avoid it like the plague if you possibly can, because yeah, they got forearm zippers, which for this suit in particular, like these RPC paint suits, I would recommend you highly get those, because if I am handling something that I don't need the suit's glove on for, I'm going to take that glove off, because I don't want to rub the paint off of those fingers. Because from what I've heard about like screen printed stuff, yeah, like their stuff's pretty durable and everything, but the printing just rubs off a lot easier because of just the pure nature of screen printing. So, and your hands are like the things are going to be touching things the most. So if you get like those zippers and you need to handle something, you can just take the gloves off and handle it, and you can like keep up the longevity of the gloves on your fingers. And plus, it can help you get into the suit easier that way too. I would recommend getting that. Again, don't really recommend crotch zippers. And RPCStudio here actually like has add-ons that you can't really get at the other sites. So you can actually get web cartridges for the belt. You can get magnetic web shooters as well. And you can actually get web wings, which is a very rare add-on. So you can get like the web shooters, the web cartridges and everything. These are really expensive though, and I'm going to show you an alternative here after here. So, but yeah, you can get like RPC paint stuff. I'll show you like the regular dye sub stuff like the other two websites have. So yeah, we got this Far From Home suit here. This is basic dye sub like the other two sites have. It runs you about like $250 base. So you can also get like 3D emblems and stuff like that. That's really expensive for a dye sub suit that like could white out as you stretch it, but I've heard really good things about their printing, so who knows, maybe that's not really a problem. I do believe they use color fabric, so that's a plus, I guess. I don't know if they use their color fabric for their dye subs or not, so I can't really comment on that. Production time on this, 4 to 8 weeks. It's a little shorter, but it still takes a while. And one last thing here, I will get into the face shells. All right, so here we have RPC's face shells. Now, I'm not a fan at all because all of these options are almost $200, and they're not even screen accurate. Like, let me find the homecoming ones. Is here. Like, yeah, they look all right? But if you look at like but if you saw the product picture with the RPC paint suit, and that basically had that face shell on, I believe. So, as you can see there, the shape, I mean, it's very similar, but it's not really that accurate to the movie. I'm not really a fan of buying like a $200 face shell that isn't even movie accurate that much. And I do believe like these face shells, you can fit like other lenses on there. I believe they're also universal like PrintCostumes. But just look at these Raimi lenses, bro. Like, they just look silly. And actually, you know what? If you want silly, I'll show you this. Just look at these TASM 1 lenses. They look absolutely silly. But you're spending $200 on that. I don't see a reason why you would do that. If you're gonna spend $200 on a face shell, get a movie accurate face shell from like Peter Parker Industries or like some of these other face shell makers like T-Jack on Instagram and all that. Like, just don't. I wouldn't get one from them personally, because I didn't do this with PrintCostumes because their face shells were a lot cheaper. These are $200. My Peter Parker Industries movie accurate face shell cost me about like what? After like I got all the stuff to like put together and everything, like 140. Like it was a lot cheaper. Now like here's my face shell from Peter Parker Industries. Like I got the wide lenses on there, like the surprise lenses. Just look how good they look. And look at that silhouette too. It's beautiful. And this was much less than RPCStudio. And even if you get like the complete one, I think it costs about like the same because I got a kit. And the complete one costs about the same, if not, I think a little less than that. Yeah, I don't understand where the money's going with that if you can get like something like this for a lot cheaper. Honestly, that perplexes me. Like, honestly. But yeah, I'm never getting a sponsorship from that. Sorry, it's tough love, okay? Tough love. But anyway, that about does it for RPCStudio. Let's just move on to the final thing, which is Etsy. So yeah, I got Etsy up here, and as you can see, you got a ton of stuff right off the bat. You got masks you can buy. Like, just look at that. Look at that homecoming mask, dude. Like, the eyes look really good. The mask itself looks really good. And you're already getting that for much, much cheaper than RPCStudio's face shell alone. Like, look at that TASM mask. It looks so good. Look at the Raimi mask. It looks awesome. And also here you can see like you can get like a costume design there. That's like the 2002 Raimi suit. Here you can get like the full-on Raimi suit. Here's one option. Here's a second one. But yeah, like if you get like a movie accurate suit from here, like you're looking at like $2,000. Well, $1,000 I mean. So if you want like a movie accurate like TASM 2 suit or a Raimi suit, especially the Raimi suits, you're looking at like $1,000 or more usually, or like right around there. So if like money's no object for you, I would go to Etsy or like one of these other people on like Instagram, like I don't know if Spy Planet does it. There's like a few people on Instagram that you can hit up. I'm not sure of them myself, but they're there. But if you can't contact them, there's always Etsy here. I mean, look at that. Look at that. It looks great. Honestly, that suit looks awesome. But yeah, you can also get like custom emblems here. Like this is a 3D file, of course, so like you're not going to be getting the physical emblem. If you get this, you would be getting a file. That goes for a lot of these emblems here, mostly the back spider. Then you can get web shooters here. I got my web shooters here. Yeah, like the web shooters you've seen with my homecoming suit that I got, which I'll have a review up for the web shooters up here, which I actually have one like right here. Like, look at this. Look at that. Look at that. It was made by Easy Hand Heart on Etsy. You can just look them up. And just look at this thing. It's awesome. It's made of metal. It's amazing. I made a full review on this. And I also have a homecoming homemade suit from here. Also amazing. So you can get some really awesome stuff from Etsy if you can't really find it anywhere else. Or you can just find like an improved version of whatever you can find like here. But again, just be wary, because sometimes there are like sellers on here that don't have very good reviews, and you get some from them and it's just kind of trash quality. So I would read up on your reviews, make sure you're getting from a reputable seller before you buy. So just keep that in mind when you buy from Etsy. But yeah, that pretty much ends it for that stuff. So let's just wrap this up here. So in conclusion here, if you're looking for Spider-Man cosplay, you got plenty of options to go off of. You got Herostime, you got PrintCostumes, and you got RPC and Etsy. So there's really no shortage of resources here for you. You can get a suit at your budget, at your price, with whatever options you really want or need. So yeah, there's a lot out there for you. But yeah, that's the end of this video here. I hope you guys found this informative and enjoyed it. I sure enjoyed it. I like teaching. I should get a teacher's degree. But yeah, that pretty much just wraps this up. Just again, subscribe to the channel. We just passed 100. Love you. Hit notifications, hit the thumbs up button, okay, whatever. Again, leave a comment down below if you have any more questions for me, and I'll try and answer it to the best of my ability. And just follow me on my socials. I got Twitter where I say stuff, Instagram where I post my cosplay stuff, and I got a Discord link down below if you want to join that. And yeah, again, Ko-Fi if you want to help your boy out. I'm a broke teenager. Help. Yeah, there's other stuff down there, Amazon links, whatever. But yeah, that wraps it up. I hope you beautiful femboy army people. I'm just gonna call you the femboy army. I wish my femboy army the best of luck on your endeavors, and I hope to see you again in the next video. And just watch my old videos. All right. Bye bye, femboy army.